Figure it out. Figure it out, you old fart.
Stop!
Happy chaos, that's our song. Loud and wild, but where we belong. Life's a sermon, love's the verse. Blessings big and a little reverse. Happy chaos, yeah, bring it on.
Welcome to the new studio of Happy Chaos.
We are 1 year in.
Bam!
That's what I'm talking about.
This time, 1 year ago, we just started our first episode. It was actually still part of The Whole Truth.
Yeah,
when we
I
did
was just
episode
watching
1.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, episode 1 of Happy Chaos is actually on with like the Whole Truth sign. We did it as a segment of The Whole Truth, which is a Bible study that I'm doing, going through the entire Bible. Hey, if you're new here on this it's the 51st episode though.
But
we missed
the
a week.
52nd week, yeah.
It's 52
But this
weeks.
is episode 51, to be fair.
That's right. This is episode 51. I'm Justin, a widower. This is my wife, Kelly. A widow. And we've remarried, blended our family. A few months after that, we started a podcast. And so here we are, married for a year and 5 months.
Oh my gosh.
Is it 5 yet? No. 3.
4.
4.
Well, we're about to hit 4.
Yeah. Tomorrow will be 4.
Yeah.
Thanks, honey.
I had a hair on you.
Anyways, we've been married for about a year and 4 months. We've had a podcast for 1 year called Happy Chaos, where we talk about life and family and love and
laughter.
We say laughter, but we just get to laughing for a bunch of things.
Yeah, we do.
Kelly will just start laughing. She'll just drop the hat and just start laughing. It's been a doozy of a month
doozy.
trying
That's
to
cute.
get here. A doozy. That's a real word.
Oh, I know. I just haven't heard it in a long time.
Um.
Yeah, it has. We almost didn't make this episode in this studio. We were going to wait until next week because it has been an adventure, to say the least, because not only are we creating this podcast studio and vamping things up with Happy Chaos, but we're opening a thrift store.
Yeah.
For the church.
Well, I mean, the church is opening a thrift store and we have a hand in it, but we are one set of hands.
Yes.
Well, I
for
guess
sure.
2 sets of hands, but
for sure.
the 2 became 1.
But and it's been a lot. Like it's been a lot on us, and we got the visionary over here. And I don't know if any of you know a visionary, but goodness gracious, they have it all on their shoulders. And so
they do a lot of things.
So his shoulders are my shoulders, and I'm here to carry that weight too.
And inside of that, this studio that we've done here, which I know you guys can't see the whole thing. You guys just get this half, but you should be able to tell the difference in, the things that we're doing. Hopefully the audio and the lighting will have a chance to be better, but also our consistency. This studio is multi-purpose because of the Bible study that we're doing in The Whole Truth. And so we have Happy Chaos, the podcast. That's our marriage ministry side. We've got The Whole Truth, which is the Bible study side. We've got a whole new endeavor coming inside of that with the Bible Explained. And so that's going to be a really great endeavor. It's really funny. I just talked to somebody just yesterday, and they said, I'm 52 years old. I've never read the entire Bible. That's what they said. And they were like, we've been looking for some resource to help us read through the whole Bible. And so they were talking about an app that they're using and some other things, but so that's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
So anyways, there's all of those things. There's pastoring the church. There's opening a thrift store.
And there's moving out a child. We lost one of our kids out of our household today. He moved out.
Heartburn.
It's hard. It's emotional, but bittersweet because it's like, oh, fly, little birdie, fly. And we're so excited for the things that are coming for him. Engagements and marriages and babies. And
he's not engaged yet.
He's about to be.
She's confident.
No, I'm 100% confident.
So it's been a wild I mean, if I stop and just think about all the stuff that happens per day, it's wild around here. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because then if I have a day where I only get like 3 things done, I feel like I've gotten nothing done.
Yeah. It's true.
If I don't get 10 things accomplished.
Exactly.
I have to have 40 things on my list. I get 20 of them accomplished. Then I feel still behind. That's
100%.
I still feel behind.
100%.
One of our favorite things to do here on Happy Chaos is to read your comments. Now, here's some funny things. We're going to talk about a few things today. One thing that we're going to do that's pretty fun, we want to create our own yearbook. It's an audio yearbook. Well, maybe video as well. But it doesn't have pictures. But here's what we want to do. We want to give you all some labels inside. Remember in your yearbook when you used to when you get in the yearbook and it was like most likely to succeed, or class clown, or whatever. Do you have a few of those ready? Because I think we're supposed to have those ready, right? Like,
yes.
Who are we labeling?
Yes.
Oh, she's already got it. Okay, so here's the game. We're gonna label you. From what we think from your comments, we're going to label you in our yearbook, because for 1 year we have been putting ourselves out there, and you started. Here's the fun thing I was going to tell you, with 1 comment. We went back on our first video on the whole truth, and there is a singular comment.
It's funny because Happy Chaos wasn't even a thing at the time,
Right.
We were the second episode we had a name for it and everything.
Right.
And I think in that first episode, we may have even popped off with Happy Chaos. That's what we should name. I'm not sure. We'll have to go back and look.
I think that, the name Happy Chaos came from the fact that that's what we were saying to everyone.
Yes.
So remember, I told you we're widow, remarried. We have 9 children, 11 in the family, plus we have a grandbaby. And now we have 2 more grandbabies on the way. And so people would say to us, they would say, how are things going? And I would say, it's happy chaos. It's like we're enjoying it. We're having the best time of our lives. And yet at the same time, it is wild.
Yeah.
Just, kind of everywhere, everything everywhere.
Yeah.
So we started out with our first episode. We were just going to tell our story and just share between the 2 of us.
Yeah.
And then now, here we are a year later, and you comment, you watch every video. Some of you have watched every video.
Yep. A lot of you have watched every video.
You're
all 2 hours half the time. I think our longest episode was like 2 hours and 23 minutes.
That is, that's a long time to be listening.
And it's so funny because I just found out the other day that one of our daughter's in-law.
Oh yeah.
Her son. So her brother-in-law watches the show too, and I'm like,
look, I'm going to keep harping on this. You guys need to come out of the woodwork. You need to stop hiding. I was going to say come out of the closet, but it didn't.
That's not good.
That's not what to say here.
No, that's not what we're about here.
No.
Stay in the closet.
Stay there. Stay in the closet. We don't need any of that.
That's how it was 20 years ago. People stay in the closet. We were much better off. I'm sorry.
You're not wrong. All right, so we started out our first.
No spicy.
Yeah, she is. I'll tell you what I'm thinking about doing for next episode.
Okay.
Spicy Kelly. And here's what I think I'm gonna do. I want to just write down all the things that I know get Kelly going.
And you're going to just do them all.
And then I just, like, have you ever seen those reels where it's like, some guy acts like he's on the phone and he says all the trigger words for his wife. He's like, oh, yeah, we could go to Target.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll stop by Starbucks, go to Target. And then the wife's like, she's like, wait,
I want to go.
who are you talking to?
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to have an episode and I'm going to have a list. I'll put it up on the screen or something. And I'm going to try to work in all the things that I know get Kelly going.
All right.
And then see if we can get her like riled up.
Okay.
And if you know something, if you're like, oh, I know Kelly and this gets her going, like
leave it in the comments.
Yeah, leave it in the comments. We'll see if I can like work it in. It'll be the Spicy Kelly episode.
Yes, we can do that. Spicy Kelly.
Okay, so we started with 1 comment. Now we're gonna read
the
comments. How many comments are on last week's?
17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
which I asked you guys to chime in about, like, some stuff about us, like who's most likely to this, but you guys didn't do that. And
You got to be, you know what it is though? You got to be more specific with those questions.
that's true.
So-
like some of the stuff that I had written down, but I didn't get it out in time.
Yeah, because also it's hard. We just spin off. We say one thing and then we spin it off to something else and talk about that. We just kind of chase rabbits.
Yeah.
And I think that makes it difficult when you're, if you're trying to make a comment and trying to follow along.
Yeah. I want to start a Happy Chaos newsletter.
I already do a newsletter for the church. I do not need more typing in my life. I am on my computer so much. I don't want to be on my computer anymore.
All right. So we're going to read some comments. And Justin's going to sing our mail song.
No, I am not.
It's our 1 year. We just got a letter.
You're doing good.
We just got a letter.
You're a little quiet. You could.
We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Okay.
You're gonna get us flagged. We're gonna get a copyright straight from Blue's Clues.
Probably. You know how much that man makes? A lot.
Oh, I bet a ton.
All right. So David Eaton, you guys do an amazing job juggling so many things, whether it's the 15 legs of ministry, both in church and online, managing the challenges of raising kids who are all very different and are all in different stages in life. And through all of it, keeping the focus on God and having ears for the Spirit, what the Spirit wants to do in you and through you. Love you all. Oh, we love you too, David. And he said, what would you say? Oh, he gave us a question.
Look, see? All right.
What would you say is the biggest challenge of blending two families with two different ways of doing things and navigating the noise as you did it?
What's the biggest challenge of blending two families? I think the biggest challenge is fighting comparison.
Oh, ouch. Yeah, I would say that's true.
It's true. It's hard. It's so hard not to.
Yeah.
I mean, everything becomes a comparison.
For sure.
Comparison to the way you used to do things. A comparison to the way.
Yeah, because there's already comparison in families that are natural born families together.
Right.
And then to have that special side where it's like they're your, for our kids to say, but they were born from you, and that's why you give them this, and mine and yours, the ones you brought in can say, well, they were born from her, and that's why. So yeah, it's definitely a little crazy.
I mean, yeah, you've got mostly everybody gets their own room, but you've got some that have to share rooms, and so they, say, well, they get their own rooms, and other ones have dogs, and they say, well, they have dogs, and there's just a lot of back and forth.
For sure.
And I'm saying that you asked the question of what would you say is the biggest challenge? And I think that the biggest challenge for us is we're trying our best not to compare.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And so it's hard to combat. It's almost impossible to combat the comparison.
It's true.
Because it happens so naturally. Sometimes you don't even realize you're doing it. You're comparing who did what chore or who did what, who did something yesterday versus today, or it's like everything has a weird comparison if you're not careful and don't really combat that and fight it. So there you go. There's my answer. I don't know if you
I would agree. I would completely agree with that. And he also said, with different ways of doing things and navigating the noise as you did it. I don't think there is a way to navigate the noise.
You build a podcast studio. And you go to that.
Okay, good point. Touche.
You go away from the noise. You get as far away as you can. Now your cell phone doesn't allow you to completely get away from the noise because your cell phone constantly goes off and buzzes itself to death.
Yeah,
mine does. True. It just and then
mine doesn't. But
and then people say to me, they say, I texted you, or I called you, or I emailed you, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I promise to try.
Yeah. Jody says something here, and it's funny because she is the class clown. Jody Ballard. So, Justin, who's your favorite podcast fan? It's me, right? I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'll be the class clown.
That's like asking somebody. That's like asking a parent to pick their favorite kid. That's not. Sure. You can't say who's my favorite fan.
She totally did, though.
I know she did. You know what? Kelly's my favorite fan.
Oh, I'm your biggest fan.
And my favorite one.
Oh,
You got both.
I love you.
Justin's biggest fan, Kelly. Because the honest truth is, like I said, Jody, we all know who the favorite is around here. And who brought that
You don't
up?
have to rub it in me. I said, and
No,
you guys.
no. Who said it at church? Somebody said.
Oh,
They said, Justin, when you said we all know who the favorite is.
was it Casey?
Maybe it was. I can't remember. Whoever you are, I'm sorry that I can't remember. But I remember standing at church. And they were like, Justin, when you said we all know who the favorite is, I don't need to hear it out loud. They said they died laughing.
I'm not sure who it was. We get so many people in church that say stuff about our podcast and what's happening there.
Yep.
All right, you want to read this one?
Yeah, Judith. Oh, you gave it to me last name. Judith. Well, Judith mom. Okay. But Boergens.
You're going to have to help us out with that one, Judith.
I think Kelly thinks I'm wrong with Boergens, which it's got to be a silent J.
That's
Anyways,
what I'm saying.
It's Boertgens. Boertgens. Anyways, I love this episode and your podcast. I love you both. Justin's wisdom and him being straightforward, and I love how colorful Kelly is and her laugh. Everybody loves Kelly's laugh. I love to listen to your playful banter, and I've learned a lot from you both about grief and joy being able to exist in the same time. Listening from the Netherlands with love, Judith. She says, and I love to hear about your larger family. We are not a blended family ourselves. My husband and I have 6 children, so a smaller family than yours, but a lot is very relatable, a lot of the family topics as well. Hey, Judith, just so you know, we met a family at church, not this past week, but 2 weeks ago, that had 11.
And they were there, though, this past week.
Were they?
Mm-hmm.
They had 11 kids. They have 11 kids.
Yeah.
We're always like, we have 9 kids. This family's like, we have 11. I'm like,
mic drop.
Right, I know. I'm like, the only people that beat that's the Duggars. And yeah,
they're their own kind of. Josh Duggar got arrested again recently, and for horrendous things.
Oh boy,
I know.
I hate that.
Me too. Jody again. She said, I have a funny feeling that Justin is going to sneak little stuff out of the house and put it in the thrift store. I'll notice. Just so you know.
You want to know what's hilarious? I found today, just before we came out here, I found a Kohl's bag. What's in the Kohl's bag? A mug.
But it's not for me. Don't say anything. It's for gift for somebody who watches.
Well, it about went to the thrift store because I've got a box of stuff going to the thrift store, and I was like, I ought to take this right now and go put it out in that box, and she'll probably wouldn't even notice it. I was got thinking that.
Yeah, I'm not. That's as far as I'm going to go. I'm pretty sure that might happen. Watch out, my sweet friend Kelly. Also, Kelly, did you see my comment on the thrift store post? I wish we lived closer because I have my parents' house full of stuff to get rid of still. No big furniture is left, just a lot of nice stuff. Now gas prices are outrageous, but if someone from the church is going to take a road trip with a good-sized trailer or small U-Haul to Tampa Bay area, I would still feel so much better doing this, as my heart would be more full than having a donation truck tossing it around with no care. Of course,
Call me crazy, Jody. I think it should go the other way. Come on up.
Yes.
Grab a trailer. Come on up. Make a donation. You and Kelly can go to lunch.
Yes, please do it. Listen to what he said.
Yeah, there's a couple of places in LaGrange you could go. There's a couple of small, hometown. Mm-hmm. There's what?
You could visit Dano.
Yeah, Dano's up this way. Come on.
Yeah. All right. It's a date, Jody. We're gonna try and make that happen.
We done picked it.
I need you to let me know if you can do it, because I would love that so much. All right.
Y'all could go to what's that? Is it 119?
Yeah.
119.
119 in Maine.
The restaurant. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's such a good one.
That's where I'd go.
I thought about that yesterday for our date night.
Oh, you didn't say it.
I know. Let's see.
Jody said, Justin talking like a girl. I'm dying laughing. I don't remember talking like a girl in that episode, but
I think you did it. I think you were mimicking me.
It's accurate.
Rebecca Chase, I don't know when it comes to the picky eater situation. I don't think I see it as disrespectful unless you openly say something disrespectful about it. I do think you should try it, at least try it. Try it 3 times, and if it's still gut-wrenching, pick something else. I'm giving in immediately. I think giving it immediately can be a bit enabling. I don't know. I also have a dad that made us sit there, laugh out loud.
And what you just said, Rebecca, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's disrespectful to dislike it. I don't think that that's disrespectful. Like if you try it, if you legitimately take a bite and you don't like it, I actually heard a really great tip the other day. I wish I had implemented this a long time ago. I think the family's probably too big. It'll probably just be a big joke if I tried to. But Rebecca, this is what I give you for your little one. I don't want to say any names.
No, because she hasn't.
Yeah. But but anyways, for your little one, here's what I would say. I heard this tip the other day that, remember me telling you this? I heard this guy, he said he's like a food coach, which I didn't know that was a thing. But I guess you could claim anything that you coach in. I'm like, yeah, eat the food, eat that bite too. I don't know what you do as a food coach. But anyways,
oh gosh.
He said that in their house, they don't allow their children to say things like it's gross or it's disgusting. And he said any actual food product is not disgusting. God made it. God made vegetables. God made fruits. The Lord made that, and he made us to be able to eat, to have energy, and to be able to sustain. He said, so now unless you're talking about something that legitimately is like somebody's eating something they shouldn't be eating, that's not actually food. But if it's a food product, you cannot say in his house, their house rule is the word it's disgusting or it's gross is not allowed. Instead, you have to describe what it is you don't like about it. So if you say, I don't like that, then they say, well, what is it about that you don't like? Is it too salty? Is it too sweet? Is it slimy? I don't like the texture. I don't like the smell.
Okay.
Like, what is the thing that you don't like about it? And I thought that was...
I don't think we're too big for that because we only have now one picky eater in the house.
That's true, but I just think you might be fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah.
At that point, because you haven't made it a rule from the time that they were little.
True.
So, you're trying to say, don't call it disgusting. I think you're going to spend half of your time saying, oh, you're not supposed to say that.
Yeah. I agree.
But it's still coming out. It's like when the judge says, strike that from the record, but you already heard it.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways.
She said, I'd also argue that if I was still in the house, I'd be the one to get out of doing chores next to Elijah. Funny. I love doing chores now. Laugh out loud.
I have a new situation, but a similar thing that happens, which is the distractions. You're supposed to, you tell someone to do something, and then as they go to do it, they turn around and they will say something. They'll give you a question to get you like mansplaining or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like they'll turn around and be like, oh, so what's the, whatever. Hey, I had this problem in math I was trying to work on, or, whatever. And before you
what does the Bible say about this?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, what's the Bible say about, get me going?
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I said go do this.
Oh, gosh.
Slump down and walk away.
Oh, boy. All right. Katie Bodo.
Oh, that's a new name.
I know who the favorite is here. I just don't want to hear it. I love it. Aw, she said, you are my favorite.
Oh,
because he is my favorite.
All right.
All right. So that's all the comments we're going to do because we're about a half hour in and we've been only reading comments. So there's that.
She'll do that often.
I know.
She'd spend the whole time reading comments if she thought y'all would like it, but...
all right. So you're going to name who you think, and I'm going to name who I think.
From the people that watch?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know.
But you got to give me a list of names because otherwise I'm going to draw a blank. I'm like, who watches? Who's the person? And I'm going to forget.
You're not, though.
I don't know. All right. We'll see. Let's see how we do.
Exactly. We're off the cuff here.
So, because I feel like, well, no, never mind. There's that.
What?
I was just looking at what we have here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Some of these, I don't know. I'm just going to have to guess.
That's okay, too. All right.
Oh, boy.
Are you ready?
You got a lot of things here, and I don't know.
We're not going to do all of them. It's
Okay.
just
right.
some fun stuff.
You pick one. So here we go. This is the yearbook for Happy Chaos. It's the audio yearbook.
Yearbook on the year.
We're deciding of you all what we think of you.
Yeah. And if you
So-
want to up your game and be like most likely to succeed next year,
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and chime in, men.
Yeah, and you guys can chime in on us when we say these. Who
Yes.
you think it is here? You know, that's one of these things. But all right, go ahead.
The
Kelly.
comment section instigator.
Well, who is it?
Who is it, babe?
I feel like for several of these, she's gonna get Jody. You know it's Jody. Y'all know it's Jody. Jody, you know it's Jody. The comment section instigator.
Oh, I love it so much. She truly is. And I love her for it because I myself am an instigator.
Yes, she is. She starts all kinds of stuff.
Oh gosh. All right, your turn. Now you pick one. And you guys can let us know who, even though I just said I'm an instigator, but he's an instigator too.
Oh, you know what? I'm into this one for a second. The first 5-minute crew.
Oh.
Who's the person? This is what we have. Always early in the comments.
Okay.
So who's the person that's always like popping off early in the comment section?
I'm gonna go with Becca.
Oh,
Becca Chase.
Okay.
She seems to be one of the first people to pop off with a comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'll tell you, we don't read her comments a lot. I see them on here, but I don't see her on this one that you have listed, but it's Phyllis. You know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
I always see
She is here.
Phyllis. She's like the first one. It starts with a T. Phyllis T. I can't think of your last name right now. So Phyllis, sorry for that. But I feel like you're always like the first one that I see on the comment section. So that's who I'm going to go with. I'm going with Phyllis.
Okay. And
If you
I don't
Look,
know
now it's
I don't
in
know
front of
how
me.
to say her name, her last name. So I'm gonna let you try and tear that one apart.
If you can find it. All right, let's keep going.
All right.
Phyllis,
going.
you got I'm naming you. I can't remember your
And
last
I
name
say
without seeing it.
Becca is one of the first people.
All right, I can get that. You want to do another one there? We're coming down.
We're coming down. All right, day 1 chaos crew.
Ooh, here since episode 1.
Oh,
I know
gosh.
who I've got.
I think I know who I have too.
I'm going first.
All right.
Sharon Holbert.
Ah, that's a good one.
Sharon Holbert, you've been here since day 1.
Dang.
Yep.
All right, mine is Casey Rogers.
Has she been since day 1?
Yes.
But did she go back and watch, or has she been here since? Because I think Sharon like watched episode 1.
Oh, okay.
Brought it up
I'm
later.
not
like,
sure.
I think she watched it the week that we did it.
Yeah.
Could be.
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
Okay. Remember when I said my phone constantly goes off? That's what's happening. I shouldn't be looking right now.
No.
It's late at night. I got other things I have to
Our
do.
kids
Y'all
are
like a
here.
podcast.
Exactly. All right.
Okay.
I wanna chime in here and never misses a Monday. And I'm gonna tell you who that is because I'm gonna show you here.
Who never misses a Monday?
Yeah, so I want you to think of who your answer is going to be, because I want to show you this message.
Who never misses a Monday?
Who has anybody come to you and said, "I never miss"? All right, I don't know which one it's on. But Laura Durand, the one that calls you, she calls
Jason.
She messaged me and she goes, "I don't mean to bother you, but I'm looking and I can't find your episode for today, and I
Okay.
watch every single Monday."
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Someone else in church also said that to me recently. They said, every Monday, it never fails, I am watching you guys.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I almost would put Becca on the every Monday. I feel like she always watches.
Well,
on
yeah,
Monday.
she's one of the first to comment, so.
Yeah, I mean that's who I'm going with. I'm going with Becca on the Monday. I think we have some others as well.
Yeah.
April always watches on Monday. I think she always watches early.
I just feel honored that I have people contacting me and saying, "Hey, I just want to make sure that the episode is coming out today." And
That's true.
I love that. I love that so much. And then I found out that, Nevin at work every Monday puts his earphones on and listens.
Does he
to
watch
it.
every Monday though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's an okay one.
Yep.
All All right, which am I picking next?
Yep, you're picking next.
All right, let's see. Ooh, I like this one. This is under a loyalty section. The Chaos Family.
Oh.
Who's it? I feel like this has several. Who's
It
in the
does
Chaos Family?
have-
You don't have to just pick one.
All right, so Lauren Engel.
All right, I would agree with that.
Casey Rogers, Jody Ballard, David Eaton, Gretchen Benningfield.
I feel like almost all of these people are
Oh, for
always,
sure.
are always
Yeah, for sure.
Sharon Holbert gets a shout out on that one as well. She's like part of the
She
Happy Chaos family.
absolutely
You don't
is.
comment enough, Sharon, though. I know you're busy and you're listening while you're doing things, which I think is another one of our labels here in our yearbook.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find these comments because I'm trying to shout out our whole family, our whole
It's
Happy
hard.
Chaos
It's hard when you're on
family.
the spot. You're like, who are all these?
It is because like you're reading these comments and so names start to slip your mind and
Right.
and it's just hard sometimes, but we're trying to get there.
I see a lot of Ann on here too.
Vicky. Say
Vicky Q Walls.
Say her last name because somehow we messed it up recently. And
Q Walls. Is it Walls with
yes,
Q Walls?
I think.
Wheatons.
I don't.
Wheatons. Q Walls.
Oh gosh, that's hilarious. I didn't know we messed it up. Oh, Brooke Hardesty, she's also one of our.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Laura Duran,
Yep.
that's who I said. Kathleen Presnell.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying that right or not.
You are. You got that one right.
I hope so. Because I thought I got. There's Phyllis
Yeah, that's right. I can't say that last name.
Casalia.
Yeah, I can't say it.
Casalia. Come on, attempt it.
I don't think
You're the one that called her out.
I don't think I could. I just think I just see her comments early on, and it's a little bit hard too because they get mixed up. Those comments get mixed up back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, it's true. All right, if you want to go and pick another one.
I picked the last one. You picked this one.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Marriage counselor in the comments.
Who's the marriage counselor in the comments?
Oh gosh, I don't think we have anyone like that. Oh, we have Shelley Frudman.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Frodman.
Oh, well, I'm not calling her the marriage counselor in the comments.
No. I was just saying, all of our Happy Chaos family.
Again, I can't remember her last name, and she's not on every episode. But early on, there was that Christine. She was our marriage counselor in the comments. No matter what we said, there was always.
Are you talking about the mean one?
Well, Christine, you heard it here. You've been labeled.
Oh, that one. She was kind of mean too in some of the things that she was saying.
She's just forceful.
Okay. I would think
Kelly lets things get to her more than I do. I just don't care.
Kelly is very sensitive. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. You know, you might have, when you're getting that far back, you got to go back to the Happy Chaos.
That's
one
true.
because we had changed it. So that's the different one.
That's very true. All right. No, you pick another one.
Okay. This one I don't have names for. I don't know that I could put names on them, but I just want to say to our group of widows and widowers.
Kim Williams.
Yeah, Kim Williams.
That's who you were just talking about earlier.
Yes, Kim Williams as well.
And wondering when she's going to come up again.
Yes. So part of our Chaos family, Kim Williams. By the way, Kim, where you been in the comments? Let's get back on it. Okay? I mean, really. Look,
He needs your comments.
I love seeing.
Yeah.
Look, I love seeing your names. Look, guys. Look, dudes. Y'all got a comment, right? David,
Yeah.
I appreciate you jumping in here. We did have a few in some other episodes. We've had a few guys jump in, but not in droves. The ladies are beating you all.
But there definitely are more. There's definitely more guys
You're coming
stepping up. Yeah,
You're
for
coming
sure.
up, and I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
But
We need more of that. We need some happy chaos dudes.
we need some dudes. around here.
Yeah.
All right. So
Justin's
there's a lot of estrogen at
Team
times.
Justin.
And
A
so
lot of-
there's a lot of estrogen. And I could use a little backup. All right, so that's number one. Number two, Sharon Holbert. I'm saying, like, where's the comments? Let's get on it. Let's get on here. On Facebook, leave the comments. Or you can do it on Spotify as well. I'm hoping to build that this upcoming year.
Yes, agree.
The Spotify platform. But we're going to talk about some statistics here in a minute. And
yes, we are.
There's some interesting numbers that go into that. But anyways, and then I would say Kim Williams. Kim, you got to step the comments up. I know you're here, and I know you're watching, and we appreciate it. Yeah. So this isn't like I don't appreciate it. I'm just saying, leave a comment.
Yeah.
Now,
do you want to pull your statistics up first?
Oh, okay. All right. That's an interesting statistic you have there. Yeah. So I have some statistics if my phone will stay alive long enough for me to look at them. But here we go. Are y'all want to hear some podcast statistics?
Yes.
53% of Americans listen to podcasts monthly. That means we're talking more than half of our country is listening to podcasts on regularly
That's crazy.
on a monthly basis.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Worldwide, 600 million people worldwide are listening to podcasts.
We just need a chunk of that. We just want a chunk of that to listen to us and laugh at us.
I'm curious. Now, we just heard Netherlands. I'm curious to know if you're here right now from another country. Canada counts too. I know Trump's trying to get y'all, but anyways.
Well,
look, he's busy in Iran right now. He's leaving y'all alone.
Trump gets what Trump wants.
I guess he's going to buy him up. Okay, so if you're listening from another country, Canada counts as well.
Yep.
I want to hear it. I'd love to know where you're listening from. This is the 1 year episode. Let's just blow up the comments.
Yeah.
Where are you listening from? If you're willing to give a city, that'd be great too. But I understand if you don't give a city.
Yeah.
So at least the state. I don't think anybody's going to come hunting you down. I think you're going to be all right. And any of the other people that want your info, they probably already have it.
That's true.
So don't stress over it. You probably have it on your Facebook. So just tell us.
That's very true.
Yeah. All right. So where are you listening from? We want to know because across the world, 600 million people are listening to podcasts. That means there could be somebody over in another country folding laundry, listening to Happy Chaos.
That's right.
That's pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
All right. Here's some interesting ones though. 41% of podcast listeners. That's 600 million worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is 41% of that number listen to podcasts for at least 1 hour per week.
And if you're listening to ours, you're getting more than an hour every week.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how people get it in less than an hour because I always think it's going to be less. And then we get to talking and I'm like, well, there was 2 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then somebody told me, they were like, I can't watch 2 hours. I could name you, but I won't. But they were like, I can't watch 2 hours. And then they watch all the time. Yep. And I'm like, you love it. You love it. Oh, some podcast listeners boast of listening to 10 hours of podcasting per week.
Whoa.
Y'all, I don't know how you're getting 10 hours worth of podcasting, and I can't listen to anything for 10 hours. I don't have 10 hours.
I listen to like 2 hours a week of podcasts. And
do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I mean, are you including audiobooks in that? Because I guess I listen to audiobooks.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess not.
Yeah. If you're saying audiobooks are included, then okay, I could get the 10
I guess
hours.
There's a difference between a podcast and an audiobook. So.
For sure. Yeah. Podcasting. This is not an audiobook.
Yeah.
Or even close to.
But our book will be an audiobook one day.
Okay. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
All right. So here's some more. So younger people dominate in this. 66% of podcast listeners are between the ages of 12 and 34.
They said younger people is 34 and under.
Oof.
That makes us old.
Our wrinkles also make us old.
Speak for yourself.
Yep. That's true. I got the things
crow's
going
feet.
in my eyes.
Those are happy lines. That's what I call them. It means we lived happy, smiley lives. See, they come out when you smile. Look.
Are you a kindergarten teacher? Like, what? Those are happy lines.
Happy lines.
Okay, so 38% of podcast listeners are 55 plus.
So we're just somewhere in between. Hey.
Hey.
Oh gosh.
But you know what? If you're older, that means you're elite.
That's true.
Yeah, because
elite.
Yeah, you're elite because you figured out how to use your phone and find a podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true. Good point.
My brother made a good point about that. If you're struggling with technology and you're like, I just can't figure it out. My brother's like, he said this once. He said children, 4 and 5-year-olds can navigate tablets and phones and go find games on the.
That is so true.
And so
figure it out.
It's probably figure it out. Figure it out, you old fart.
Stop. We're old farts half the time. I'm like, I don't know how to get here.
I do my phone like this. I'm like scrolling with one finger.
I love it. And somebody, Kaylee or someone will hand me, and I'm like, hold on. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm my parents.
Oh, I know. If I'm wearing my glasses, I tip my glasses up to look at something. I am my father.
Yep, 100%. I love it.
Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Number 5 on our statistics. 57% of men listen to podcasts and only 52% of women listen to podcasts. So
that's crazy.
Number 1, that's pretty close. That's a pretty close blend. Like that could be skewed.
I'm surprised more men than women listen to podcasts, though.
Oh, I'm not. It gives,
because we have more women listening to ours. Well, that speak out and say it.
Yeah, I think that's why there are men that come to us and talk about like when they watch or something. We're like, you watch, you don't ever say anything, but I think the ladies are more likely to comment.
Yeah, that's true.
Versus the guy. Now that's me. I don't have that as a statistic, but I'm just gauging that. But I would say this, like I think that men enjoy learning. There comes a point when men enjoy like. I'm not saying women don't enjoy learning. Don't like take that the wrong way. I'm just saying the fact that men listen to podcasts. Yeah. I think like we enjoy. I mean, how many times do I come to you and I'm like, I listen to this person who's talking about fasting, or
that's true.
This guy was like building, and he says when you build a whatever, you need to make sure like.
That's a good point.
I'm even like earlier in this podcast, I'm like I was watching this food coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, here we go, though. Number 6, podcast listeners tend to be more educated, engaged, and affluent.
Power to our people.
They gave us no numbers to that, so I don't know if that's really.
But we know how smart you guys are.
I just want to know how you know that. Like, how do you know how educated somebody is? Like,
they know everything about you.
When you get your Spotify account, do you put in your IQ?
They know your IQ by what you searched.
Touche.
What's 2 times 4?
Well, if you saw mine, you'd see me taking pictures of my kids' math problems.
I'll tell you, one of these times we're going to hold each other's phones and we're going to look at their Google search and we're going to read it out loud.
I'm telling you, I'm the worst. My kids bring me math problems and I take pictures and I'm putting it into AI. I'm like, how to do. And now I've realized I don't even have to ask. I don't have to prompt it. I don't have to say, how do you find the radius of the what? Nope. I just snap the picture. It pops it right up right every time.
It's better than me because our daughter came to me and said, Mom, this is asking me a question. And it said, what is the area of a pizza slice? A pizza slice. And I looked at her and I said, when is anyone ever going to ask you the area of a pizza slice? You write in there, this is dumb, submitted. And I'll mark an A on that. Because I said to her, I said, do you know how to find the radius of the pool outside? And she said, yes. And she showed me. And I'm like, you're good. You got an A++.
I don't agree with this method of teaching where we just tell our children to write the
You don't need
down.
to know the area. Maybe the calories, but not the area.
Listen. I was like, where are you at? Because pizza, I get it. I needed to use the other day. When I was working out here in the studio, and I needed to find the angle And then I went looking into how to find the angle to cut these boards. I wanted to cut the right angle. And I was like, how do I find that though? Because it's this angle at one side and it's what's it going to be on the other side? Because, one side's sitting on the wall and the other side's up like this. And so I was looking for the angle, and sure enough, I needed sine and cosine. I still use AI though.
Yeah.
To get there.
I rely on my husband.
Listen, I'm
a husband's girl.
I don't know if AI is the Antichrist or not, but it's good at math. So,
oh, shoot.
There's your intro right there.
He had a really good point, though, yesterday. He said, think of weather forecast.
Oh, this is way off topic, but let's
I
go
know,
for it.
but like they know what the temperature is going to be, even when there's a big drop 2 weeks in advance, 10 days in advance.
Yeah, so this is what I said. When it comes to weather, like extreme weather, if it's, it's going to have this crazy storms or whatever, they seem like they're guessing.
Yeah.
But what I'm impressed by is the call of temperature. And I don't know how, I'm sure there's some stuff behind it, and some of my weather people, Bill could probably give me a whole thing about why they're able to do that. But this is what I pointed out. Like for us here in Kentucky, we were in the 70s. Then we went up to the 80s. So, and they predicted this 10 days out. They were like, it's going to climb. The weather's going to climb into the 80s. It is March in Kentucky. We don't get 80s in March in Kentucky. We had record highs in the 80s. And then it was like
on Monday
it's going to drop into the 50s 10 days in advance.
Sure enough.
Now, I can understand being like, all right, we're watching the weather pattern and we're seeing it's going to get warmer. It's progressively going to get warmer. I could understand that. But to call it and say...
to the degree.
Yeah, it's going to be 56 degrees on Monday. How do you do that?
Yeah.
How do you predict that you're going to have a 30-degree drop and get it right? And so I said, weathermen, they're not... We always joke and we're like, oh, weathermen always get it wrong. They get the rain wrong or the snow wrong.
Yeah.
But they don't always get the temperature. They pretty much always get it right, I feel like. It's
true.
Pretty rare that it's like, oh, they said it was going to be 90 and it's only 65.
It's because we live in a dome.
It's got to be. The Earth is flat. We're under a dome. It's the Truman Show. Just a worldwide Truman Show.
It really is the Truman Show, though.
Okay, here we go. Trending right now, number 7. Video podcasts are taking over. 80% of people.
That's what I'm talking about.
80% of people consume podcasts in video form.
Whoa.
So I think that there's something to that. That makes YouTube a dominant.
Make us go viral.
That makes YouTube a dominant platform in the podcast space.
Yeah.
And you're seeing us. We post it on YouTube. We post this on YouTube and we post it over on Facebook.
You can watch it on Spotify too. You know that?
You can watch it on Spotify. That's because I think Spotify's trying to answer this, that people want to watch videos. But here's the deal. Nobody's going over to Spotify to search something. You're only going there if you know the person you want to watch.
That's true. Good point.
The thing you have on YouTube is there's a guy that I watch his podcast. But his name's Gary V. I don't recommend him.
No.
He's cussed at times. He cusses a lot.
At times, every other word is cussing.
Sometimes he does. But he does have some smart things. He's done some smart things and said some smart things.
This is true.
And he talks about YouTube, and he points out the fact that YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Google is the number 1.
I can see that.
Second to Google, he always refers to it like that. He's like, don't forget, Google is a search engine.
Chat's coming up on them, though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the AI is coming up. But Google is answering that AI with their own AI.
Yeah.
So you have these kind of big AIs going around, and they're almost remind me of like the cell phone companies. Remember back in the day, it was like Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T, and now you're kind of just down to AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, it feels like. I'm sure there's others, but they don't seem like they're near.
Right.
They don't seem like they're near what what the others are. But anyways, I think you have the same thing going on with AI.
Yeah.
You got Grok over here and Gemini over here and ChatGPT over here.
Yep.
And of course, there's a whole generation of us that are waiting for the Antichrist to pop up and tell us we got to take the mark of the beast. So,
which, by the way, plug for my husband. He is doing an incredible series on Wednesdays at church.
Thank you.
Wars and rumors of wars. And he is diving into the hard truth of the end times and what scripture actually says about the end times. So,
which is, what's interesting about that and what's difficult about that is everybody has an opinion there. And everybody is certain that their opinion is right.
It's true.
And I would challenge that probably none of us actually know.
Yeah.
All we can do is read and interpret what we're reading to the best of our ability, and we have to be true to that. And I even had an encounter this past week where I said that. I was like, I said from the pulpit, I was like, just don't forget that, like, if we polled everybody in the room, no two people are going to agree on everything from the text. We're just not going to agree on it like that.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is because we can't look back and say, it's that. We're looking forward and saying it looks like it's going to be.
Yeah.
We're kind of like the weathermen, We're like, we're predicting something out that
exactly.
We're only able to read the text and say, this is as best as I can tell. This is what the text is saying. So then everybody's going to be in a different place.
That's
Anyways,
true.
So here's another one. Podcasts are now almost as popular as traditional radio.
Whoa.
I would actually venture to say, well, no, I guess that's what makes that's what makes podcasting specific. Because that's talk radio. Like this is talk radio.
Yeah.
To the nth degree.
Yeah.
You're not only listening to talk radio, you're watching talk radio. Let that sink in. Remember
Welcome to Happy Chaos Talk Radio with your DJs.
Delicious Dish. Today we're talking about street corn.
I like street corn.
Me too. It's yummy. Did you never see that?
No.
Oh, that was like a Saturday Night Live.
Oh gosh,
thing.
Maybe I have then. I've watched a lot of Saturday Night
Molly
Live.
Shannon? I don't remember who it was, but they would get on. It was like two ladies, and they would talk real dry.
That's so funny.
It was like talk radio, and they're like, "Welcome to Delicious Dish."
Yeah, I do remember it now.
There's a local radio. I don't want to say their name because we like them and they're kind to us, and but they have some radio DJs that they used to do these games in the morning. They do this like trivia game, and it was like the driest, most boring. It was like today's question: who invented the paperclip? Then the person would call in to try to give an answer, and be like, no, it was actually Trent so and so. Better luck next time.
Oh god!
And the next night it was like, how long have raisins been boxed? It was like one question once a day.
That's terrible.
It was really boring. Not that we can be much better. I'm sure we can be boring at times.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, here we go. Around 34% of Americans listen to podcasts weekly.
Whoa.
Listen weekly, not just monthly, but are listening weekly. So here's a question that I have. And this one goes to our listeners again, to our audience. Remember, it's our 1 year. We're at our 1 year anniversary. We're happy to be here at Happy Chaos.
At Happy Chaos.
But here's what I want you to do. I'm giving you a specific question. I want to know which of these are you. Type it in the comments. Which are you? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, number 1. Are you a binge listener?
Okay.
We had someone just the other day who literally told us in church, he was like, I listened to maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes of Happy Chaos.
At once.
Yeah, all at once. So that's a binge listener, somebody who, if you say to us, hey, I watched the episode and it was too short and I went and watched another episode, that's a binge.
Yeah.
I would also say if you turn it on and don't turn it off if you go the whole 2 hours.
Okay.
I would also consider that
a
binge listener. Because I am notorious. I'm off and on.
Yeah.
If I'm listening to something, I'm like, I'll listen for a while, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I turn it off, go do something else. And I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to hear more about that. And I'll go turn it on.
I'm a binge audiobooker.
Yeah, for sure.
Big time.
Okay, number 2. So your first one's binge listener. Number 2, background listener. So that means you're turning it on, but you're doing other stuff. You're cooking dinner, you're folding laundry.
Or someone else turns it on and you're listening to it.
I know a few of you.
Yep.
Some of you are listening vicariously.
Yes.
I had somebody tell me that their husband is that, he acted like this was her thing. You know, she watches Happy Chaos. But then when she didn't watch it one week, he was like, "Hey, are you not gonna watch Happy Chaos? I just know you like it." So
it's okay to like us, men. It's okay to listen to us. Goodness.
I know. I'm with you there. All right. Number 3, weekly faithful. Are you a within the week? You watch it within the week. Faithfully watch every single week. Is that you? And then lastly, I'm a clips person. I look for the highlight clips.
Okay.
You know, whether that's short videos.
I don't think we have many of those. I just don't. I know people that are like, I watched the whole thing, and they don't. They pull stuff from the whole episode. So yeah. Let us know.
Okay. What do you
All
got
right.
for us?
Before we go on to this, I want to go over Spotify. Our analytics for Spotify.
Okay.
So we have 3,808 plays.
Wow. Okay.
Since we started on Spotify, which we started a little later on Spotify than we did.
Yep.
And we really want to grow that this year. Yep. Consumption hours are 1,529.
Okay.
Yep. We have 152 followers.
That's just on
Spotify. Yeah.
Because, you have more?
No.
All right. So on Facebook, first of all, let me ask you all, how many followers do you think we have on Facebook?
I think they all know. We're about to cross 102.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 right now, as of current, 101,934.
And we
followers.
just crossed 101 a week ago. And so we're about
crossed 100 2 weeks ago. 100,000 2 weeks ago. So that's almost 2,000. That's almost 1,000 a week.
Yeah.
On Facebook. Now, here's a question. You answer this. I'm gonna maybe you looked already.
I haven't. I promise.
Okay. How many views do we have on Facebook in the last? It's 28 days.
How many views?
How many views do we have in 28 days?
5.4 million.
You look.
I promise I didn't.
I mean,
look.
it's literally 5.4 million.
I promise you, I did not look.
And it's I'm saying that because it sounds like 0.4 is a little, but I guess it's a lot.
And I promise you, I did not look at that.
5,400,000 views.
That's what I'm talking about.
And in 28 days, we're up.
That's crazy that I guessed that to the T.
That's what I said. You saw it.
I promise I did not see it. I'm not lying to you.
No.
I promise. I was looking at my phone because I was looking at the analytics when you were talking, and about our listeners. Okay.
Wait. I wasn't done.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Now, how many followers have we had in 28 days? Now remember, this is was it net? This is net and followers.
I would say probably 5,000 followers, if I'm remembering correctly.
Man, this woman, 5,300 followers. 5,300 followers.
Dang. I was just trying to guess, I remember when we were close, we were at 97,000, almost 98,000. And that did all happen in the past couple of weeks. So
now, here's an interesting one. This is one for you all that when you think, Justin, why didn't you say something to me? Why didn't you get to my comment? Why did you see I commented or you messaged me? How many content interactions do we have?
3.8 thousand.
Way off. 35.5 thousand comment interactions in the last 20 days.
Let me see.
30 content interactions, 35.5. Now, granted, that's not all comments. Don't misunderstand me. But I'm saying, there are way more comments and messages.
But I got the numbers right, even though I said 3.5 thousand. I'm like, why would I say 3.5? That's not even a thing.
3.5 is not.
That's crazy, though, that I even got that.
I don't know. Just because there's
the
a 3 and 30. 30 is not 3.
But the numbers, 35.5. I said 3.5.
She's telepathic.
I'm telling you, something's up with that. Yeah.
Number between 1 and 100,000.
11.
It's right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
We did this to our kids one time, and they're like, "You're not really."
Yeah. So it's just when I say to people, and when I'm like, I promise, it's not that we're trying to ignore you. Not everybody takes it personally. Don't misunderstand me. You might be like, Justin, I wouldn't take it personally. Not everybody. I recognize not everybody takes it personally, but there are some times that some people kind of take it personally.
And sometimes I just don't like your comment. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say that. I'll still comment on those ones. So
no, I have to stop her. When y'all say stuff to her, I'm like, no, stop. You're not saying that.
That's very few, though. We get such few
We do.
negative nillies.
But when we do, Kelly, I can tell by the veracity of her fingers.
Veracity.
I'm telling you. I'll look over and I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, this person said, and I'm like, no, you don't. Leave it alone. Put it away.
I have to be justified.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up soon because
It's late and I'm gonna start yawning.
Yeah, and I already have yawned twice, maybe 3 times. But the whole reason that we started this podcast was to reach out to widows and widowers, and to blended families and people who have gone through something tough, and to show you the glory of God in all of it. But I looked up the statistics of widowers and how many widowers versus widowers there are in the U.S. today. Widowed women, 8.1% of adult women. That's not much.
No, I thought it would be more than that.
I did too.
Because I feel like I'm surrounded anymore.
By widows.
Yeah, it's like everywhere I go, somebody's like,
Yellow
this
car
person.
syndrome.
Yeah, it's got to be it.
Widowed men, 2.9% of adult men.
Well, we are definitely
Part of an elite group.
I mean, I'm telling you. That's
So
amazing.
there's way more widows than widowers. That's number one.
For sure.
Women
Still.
tend to live longer. Who remarries more often? Men remarry far more often than women.
Yeah, 67% of men remarry and 52% to 64% of women remarry.
That's crazy.
So, I don't know that I would say that that's far more. I mean, I guess if you start thinking about the percentage of men in America, but still, but I think that that's probably, have you ever seen those videos or something where some guy's doing something dangerous and then the video says like, this is why women live longer?
Yes.
I think that there could be something to that, to say the reason you have more widows than widowers is because, men inherently are putting themselves in
for sure.
harm's way at different times. Or whatever.
Agree.
So
Time after loss.
let's see.
Within about 2 years of losing a spouse, 61% of men are remarried or in a new relationship within 2 years. 19% of women are.
Now that's a huge gap.
That is a huge gap, which is crazy to me.
Well, let me give a word of encouragement there on either side of that. Or if you're, dealing with somebody that you're watching that's lost someone, and then, you're thinking to yourself, oh, that's too soon, or that's this, or that's that. And Kelly and I have talked about this on multiple occasions, but I really do have some good advice for that, which is this: everybody grieves differently.
Mm-hmm.
Even that statistic proves everybody grieves differently. And especially for men do not want to be alone. Mm-hmm. We might act like we want to be alone, but we don't genuinely. I mean, for the most part, there are some men maybe that want to be alone, but for the most part, nobody wants to be alone. I don't think, or at least, again, by and large, most people don't want to be alone. Mm-hmm. But I think that women are very attached to their husbands, and so when their husbands die, they tend to wait longer to try to remarry, versus I think for a lot of men there is that the desire to not be alone outweighs the listen. I'll just say it this way: it is extremely difficult to overcome. You can do it. Millions have. But it's difficult to overcome those feelings of cheating, to overcome those feelings of betrayal, to overcome. They are real. Yeah. And even more so when you have friends and family and people who have not experienced what you've experienced.
But they have an opinion.
They're in your ear and they're telling you, oh, don't you think you're betraying your wife? And,
right.
Listen, don't you think that if you've thought about that the widow or the widower has laid in bed awake at night thinking to themselves, what do I do?
Yeah.
I don't want to live like this, but I also don't want anybody else. I said that for 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't want to live like this, but I also don't want anybody else.
Yeah.
So what do I do with those two things? Mm-hmm. How do you reconcile those two things? And my opinion for anyone going through it is this: give yourself grace, give your friends or your family grace if they're going through it, Everybody grieves differently. I don't care if it's been a month or if it's been a year or if it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
If it's been 10 years, that person didn't wait too long.
I had someone recently say to me, yeah, you guys gave it, the proper amount of time. It's not like it was a month or 6 months. I don't agree with people doing that. And I'm like, but are you a widow or a widower? And even then, are you me, the widow or the widower? Nobody can judge that. Not even if you are a widow or a widower. I do not in any way. I get that it stings to hear that sometimes, even if you don't know the person. Like I've heard of somebody the other day and they said, oh, this person's already dating somebody. And I'm like, ooh, how long is it? And I'm like, why am I saying that to myself right now? Like, no, I totally get those feelings of not wanting to be alone and falling for somebody, after loss. So it's like, I get it. I get that you have that instant, like, oof, how long's it been since you, but immediately rebuke that and have grace for people in general.
And you also, it's like there's varying degrees of that grief. Like you with Jonathan, Jonathan suffered longer than Sarah did. Not a ton longer, but a little bit longer. And so, there's a part of ourselves mentally that is preparing, even though we're rejecting and we're, we want them to live, but we're like preparing for that. Yeah. And so, you have maybe somebody who they lost somebody immediately. They said goodbye in the morning. They kissed their spouse goodbye, and then they got in the car, and there was an accident, and they didn't come home that afternoon. Right. That's a real thing. I think that's different than the person like me who my wife made it, a little over 6 months after she was diagnosed. Yep. And so we were told terminal. We were rejecting that. We were rebuking that. We were praying against that, but she still passed. And so there was a 6-month time period. And then, there was about a year, time period.
Yep, 11 months.
From and then for some people, I've heard some people say, well, my husband or my wife was on hospice for 2 years. Right. And then they passed. And I think for the person that's on hospice for months and, even into a year or more, the spouse mentally begins to let that person go. And they've been grieving along the way. Yeah. And I don't know that I have a number there or statistic there. I'm just saying that everybody's situation is unique.
That's right.
Everybody's heart is unique. That's a whole nother thing. Everybody's heart is unique.
Yeah.
So my recommendation, I know in a whole lot of other things I would not recommend it this way, but in this, I say, you do you. There is no sin. Your vows that you promised, the covenant you made.
That's right.
That marriage was promised until death do you part. The strongest statement you had was, I will be with you. You didn't say forever and always. Yep. Maybe you did if you changed your vows, but what you said is, I will be with you until death do us part. Right. That's the promise you're making. And when that person died, as hard as it is to see it this way, there is a beauty in you fulfilled the vow all the way to the end.
I agree.
You promised till death do us part. And now that's the thing that's caused parting. Yeah. So you've not done anything wrong. There is no wrongdoing. And
there's no wrongdoing if you don't ever.
That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah. If it's been 10 years, don't think the other way and think, oh, well, I've missed my boat. I've missed this or I've missed that. Friends, I'm going to tell you, you got a lot of life ahead of you. Even if you say, well, I might not even make it 10 years. 10 years is a long time.
It is such a long time.
It's a long time. And if you're of that age that you're saying you might not even have 10 years left, well then friends, think about that for a second. That means that you have all of this life's experience and you have 10 more years with all of this experience to pour into those 10 years. Yeah. Your first 10 years, you were stuck with what you were dealt, the hand that you were dealt. But in these last 10 years, it doesn't have to be that. Yeah. It doesn't have to be, I'm stuck with what I've been dealt. You can effectively change that. Yeah. So, I don't think worry about it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying,
Yeah, I agree. Age matters a lot.
Oh boy.
Younger widows and widowers have a much higher chance of remarriage. Older than 65, less than 20% of widowers remarry, and less than 2 to 5% of widows remarry.
Wow.
Whoa.
After 65.
Yeah, that's crazy. Remarriage is declining overall. Remarriage rates have dropped by about half since 1990.
Whoa. You know what I think some of that is, though? I think some of that could just be the fact that marriage itself is
agree.
Is at stake in a lot of ways. So
Yep. Blended family statistics in remarriages, about 40 to 50% have children together.
oh, interesting.
Yeah. Many bring children from previous relationships. Wow, that's some crazy stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, look at us, though. Widow and widower, remarried, blended family.
And loving it.
And loving every bit of it.
Well, we have enjoyed our year.
Yes.
We've enjoyed our yearbook. We didn't say class clown, but we know who it is.
Say it.
She knows who she
Say
is. She knows who she is.
Jody.
We did. I thought we were going to have a few on there. I didn't see them unless we had a few other things listed there, but I thought we were going to guess like what we thought they would be, like most likely to succeed, or who's going to be a doctor or whatever.
Yeah.
I was totally going to make stuff up about you all, but it wasn't on my list. So
that's funny.
Anyways, next time I'll just go down the list. If y'all flood if you flood the comment section, I'll just make up stuff about you and see what I can get right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come with my A game. I'm gonna have all kinds of wild stuff to suggest and see if somebody's like, I really do that.
I mean, you probably will.
Yeah, we'll see.
One or two.
We'll see.
It's been fun.
It's been real.
It's been real, and it's been real fun.
There you go. You'll get it.
We need you guys to chime in the comments. We need you to blow our comment section up and let us know what you think of the new studio.
Yeah. We're excited to be in the space, and we're excited to do some new things. There's more reason for the studio. I said there's more tech and stuff happening. The goal is I really want to get some more people on the podcast, but I had to get some better equipment to make that happen. And I think we're right there to being able to make that happen. And so I'm looking forward to in this upcoming year, bringing more people in, finishing up our book and bringing more people into the podcast. And so we'll have guests here with us. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. And I'm eventually going to have a Zoom podcast. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I know. I think it'll be fun.
You're just putting yourself out there, huh?
Yeah. I want to do it. It's a goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you going to do on that Zoom?
We're just all going to talk to each other, ask questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever been on a bad Zoom call?
No.
I have.
Really?
Oh, gosh. It's been some bad ones.
Well, I'll have to cut it off if it gets bad.
I just mean like people can't, they can't figure out their microphones or their cameras. Or, I saw one, it was a judge and it was a lawyer, and the lawyer turned on the cat effect and he couldn't turn it off.
That is so funny.
He's the judge. The judge like, you're a cat. And he's like, I know, Your Honor. And he's like, I can't figure out how to turn it off, but I am prepared to move forward if you are.
That is
like a cat
so
talking.
Hilarious. Oh, I would love that. I would love that so much.
I'd have hung up and restarted.
Not me.
I
would have gone with it. I would have ran with it.
As a lawyer, though.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
All right, y'all. We love you guys, and we'll see you
next week.
See you then.
Happy chaos, that's our song.